Christianity ultimately began because of what his followers claimed happened on Sunday after that Friday where he was crucified. It reads that early on the first day, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene went to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the entrance. Mary stood outside the tomb crying, and as she wept, she bent over to look into the tomb and saw two angels in white seated where Jesus' body had been, one at the head and the other at the foot. And they asked her, "Woman, why are you crying?" "They've taken my Lord away," she said, "and I don't know where they've put him." And at this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, but she didn't realize that it was Jesus. And he asked her, "Woman, why are you crying?" Same question the angels did. "Woman, why are you crying? Who is it you are looking for?" Thinking he was the gardener, she said, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you've put him, and I will go get him." And Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned towards him and cried out in Aramaic, "Rabboni," which means teacher. And then Jesus said, "Don't hold on to me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. Go instead to my brothers and tell them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." And Mary Magdalene went to the disciples with the news, "I have seen the Lord." How many of you guys, that was the first time that you've actually heard the account of the resurrection of Jesus?
Not word for word, not just like this, no.
You all have heard the account read like that
No.
before? You've never heard that?
No, I've never heard that.
Because you had never read this account
No,
before.
no.
Since this is the first time you've heard this in detail, what's your general reaction?
This doesn't follow for me. This doesn't seem like it'd be an appropriate account. I don't feel like he would just show up right behind her and be like, "Hey, turn around, I'm here." Or why didn't he show up in town square or something, or up on a hill? Or
It's not grand. It's raw and real and human.
I mean, I think it's pretty incredible a guy can move a boulder when he's, just came from being held on a cross. He's dead.
And I guess I know the backstory, but I haven't heard it read like this. You think, wow,
I admit it's pointed, but I think it demands to be asked. Do you believe this happened?
no.
Do I believe this actually happened in real life? No.
Okay.
I find that this is one of the hardest parts of the Bible for me to nail down personally and fit it with my beliefs, and I'm not sure. It seems more outlandish in a way than other parts of the Bible.
Yeah, I do believe it happened.
When you said, you're just asking, do I believe this literal event happened? I don't know. I don't disbelieve it. I don't believe it. I'm very I'm not sure. I'm learning. But I do know that I don't understand things.
This is, just a parable about how we, should treat each other.
No, I mean, it's a nice story, but that's all it really is to me. I don't believe that happened. I don't believe anybody came back from the dead.
Ultimately, I trust the story. I mean, you can choose to trust the story or not, but I trust the story as historical account, as an historical account of what happened.
Is it bad to say, how do you know that he was dead? Because they told us he was dead? I mean...
Do you think he was alive physically here?
No, spiritually.
You think this was a spirit?
Spirit, yeah.
Okay.
So, the human mind plays tricks on people, especially when you lose a loved one, which obviously she loved him very much.
Do you think, I hear you saying that it was maybe some type of a hallucination?
Yes, in a way.
I hear the table grasping for naturalistic reasons, and that's okay. That's your reaction to something frankly supernatural. You're going, I'm not sure, there's got to be an You're going, maybe he didn't die. Maybe they didn't know how to kill him, and they thought he was dead, but he really wasn't. And you're going, well, maybe they made him conjure up out of affection, and they wanted to see him. And you're going, well, maybe he flatlined for a long time, and he came back just like people. It's funny. I see us, and maybe tell me if I'm wrong, but I see us imposing naturalistic reasons onto something that's frankly unexplainable. To what you're saying, right? Like, come on, guys. This doesn't just. Am I wrong?
No.